This week we're in Florida, a site that Honda has selected for the North American launch of a new small vehicle. A vehicle, it says, creates a new segment. Now internally, nobody's confirming this. It's called the High Rider Revolutionary Vehicle. But when you see it in the showroom, it'll be simply called the HRV.
We're really excited about the HRV. I mean, it's we consider it a crossover, but it is part of the SUV segment, and is for people who want the car-like driving dynamics with the versatility of an SUV. Honda, we're very good at delivering what people want, and so we believe very strongly that we do a good job at that. Of course, it has the Honda DNA, versatility, fuel economy, safety, in a fun-to-drive package, and that's what we do very well, and that's what we're going to get with the HRV.
The HRV comes with a nice list of standard equipment, including heated front seats and a backup camera. Among the options, lane watch. It was something brought in, I think, with the Honda Accord. I like it. It's also good for people who don't know how to adjust their mirrors because it eliminates the blind spot. It's also good for people who don't indicate their turns because you have to activate the turn signal for this thing to work. However, the question I want to ask Honda Canada is this. They just came off a record year. They've got the Honda Civic, the best-selling passenger car in Canada for the last 17 years. They got the new Fit, the CR-V. Why do they need a new vehicle, let alone a new segment?
Well, we have to evolve to get more sales, and we know that when we listen to the customers, we do well. Customers has reached out to us and told us that, we're looking for something different, especially those young couples and the boomer generation where they don't really need the passenger space, but they still want that utility. Right now, there's really not much out there. And we thought that this type of vehicle is what they need, and we're confident that this is going to answer to their needs.
For somebody considering the CR-V, we're looking at, the larger families, and 2 kids that need the extra passenger space. So that would be the difference between, let's say, the HRV and the CR-V.
It is a sort of magic in packaging. As you saw, it has a very small footprint, but the big inside. And when we asked the market research and asked customers about what they wanted in this type of vehicle, what they told us was kind of very difficult, best of 2 worlds. They wanted the handling and the personality of a coupe, but they didn't want to give up any utility. We think this HRV answers that, and we're looking forward to the sales. The engine is a 1.8 liter engine, not like the Fit, which is a 1.5 liter. And it's mated to a CVT, or a 6-speed manual transmission. It also has a choice of all-wheel drive system, kind of like the CR-V system. And it is basically a front-wheel drive car, but when needed, the torque is transferred to the rear. So again, saving fuel and only using four-wheel drive when you need it. Platform is a small, global, compact platform, and it is shared somewhat with the Fit, but again, the similarities are really just around the center tank. Nothing else is similar. The functionality, such as the dive-down seats, the magic seats, yes, you're right. The center tank is also kind of Fit, but only shares about 30% of Fit. It's longer, wider, taller, and the suspension geometry, even the suspension system, is different from the Fit. So this is not your souped-up Fit. This is a completely new vehicle.
We're looking at 10,000 sales. We believe that half those sales will come from conquest customers, those new to Honda. So we're really looking forward to attracting a new clientele with that vehicle.
But we think this is a balance of 2 worlds. Again, coupe-like styling, utility of a minivan.
Honda hopes to sell about 10,000 HRVs in Canada. That's a pretty good number, and they're also hoping that they're going to attract a new customer to the Honda brand. Now, Honda says they don't really have any competition with this vehicle, although they did mention the Juke and the RVR, but maybe some of that competition will come from its own showroom, as in the Fit and the CR-V. Now, the Fit is cheaper, but the HRV has a bigger engine and I think a much better ride. And then there's a CR-V, more expensive, more utility. Well, it all may come down to price, to how much you want to pay to have a Honda nameplate in your driveway. But I will tell you one thing about this middle child. It does have its own distinct personality. And unlike some human families where that middle child maybe doesn't get the headlines of the youngest and the oldest, I think this baby is going to share some of that spotlight. We'll soon find out.